coffee. Shit, hold on. Where is she? Shakira's outside chilling, dude. I don't know what the fuck she's doing, but we gotta get into some shit. But I need a drink real quick. Hold on. I need to do all my dishes, dude. Everything is a mess. Fuck. I got some coffee heating up. Brewing. Okay, just real quick. I had a good weekend. Wasn't very long, though, because I worked on Saturday. And then chilled. And then yesterday, I actually went shooting. I went to a gun range with my buddy Wildin. And it was a lot of fun, dude. It's the first time I've been to a gun range. And we had a good time. He brought this new 30-06 rifle that he has. And he brought his AK-47. He's got a 9mm. I have a 380 Smith & Wesson. So we were packing some heat, boy. Hell yeah. But, so, okay. Okay. We got some shit to get into, okay? Because I was on Twitter, X, yesterday, after I got back from shooting at the range. I thought I heard meowing. Like I said, Shakira's outside. I don't know what she's doing. She's probably chilling under the car or some bullshit. Who knows, dude? Alright, dude. So, after I got back from the gun range, I was doing some chillaxing, and I was on Twitter, and I learned quite a few things. And I gotta tell you guys about them in case you're not in the know and you don't know what the fuck is going on over there. So, and I'll pull all this up on the screen so you can see it, obviously. But smells like something's on fire, dude. Like a wood burning fire. Anywho, so I came across this post, and it's this chick. And if you look, okay, quite the booty, but what's happening there? There's something going on with her skin, and some like discoloration, and it honestly looks like she has like lizard skin going up her back and stuff. And a lot of people were viewing this post, and they had a lot of things to say about it. So, this guy said, Grok. Okay, do you guys know who Grok is? He's the AI chatbot of Twitter. And you can like ask him questions and stuff about whatever, but about like posts and stuff, and he'll like analyze it and give you feedback on what the fuck's going on. So this guy replied to this photo, and he said, Grok, explain to me in AAVE what her skin condition is, and be thorough. Okay. And Grok, the AI chatbot, responds and says, "Aight, Beans. Here's the deal with Sis's skin in that pic. Could be hyperpigmentation, dark spots from melanin acting up, or stretch marks, lines from her skin stretching. Might be keratosis, pilaris, them little bumps like chicken skin, or acne scars from old pimples. Each one's normal, fam. She can glow up with stuff like vitamin C or cocoa butter. If it's wild, she should hit a dermatologist. Still, she's slaying by that pool, you dig?" So I saw this, and I said, "Grok, what the fuck is going on with you?" With a dead skull face emoji. And as you can see, it's already got a lot of views, some reposts, and a bunch of likes. People were wondering the same thing. What the fuck is going on, Grok? And he replied to me, and he said, "Yo, Real Grizzly Cat, just keeping it real, fam. Beans asked for the lowdown in AAVE on that pool pic from Ying Gabby, so I dropped some knowledge about hyperpigmentation, stretch marks, keratosis, pilaris, and acne scars. All legit skin stuff you might peep on them legs. AI gotta flex that cultural vibe sometimes, you dig?" And, so I said, "What is AAVE?" He replied, "AAVE is African American Vernacular English, a dialect spoken by many African Americans, especially in urban areas. It's got unique grammar like she be workin' for habits, and distinct vocab and pronunciation. It's a legit part of black culture, not just slang, and helps express identity. Came up in a convo where I explained a skin condition in AAVE per a user's request. Shows how language ties to culture." And so I said, "All right, Grok, please describe American slavery using AAVE." Now, and and a lot of people were viewing these and they were just as interested as me. And mind you, a lot of these people that are liking all of these posts and stuff that I'm saying, they're black. They love it, dude. They want to find out too. What the fuck is going on and what are you gonna say, Grok? Holy shit. And I never knew this, dude. I knew that black people had a certain type of slang, but I never knew there was an actual term and acronym for the shit. AAVE. Okay. So, he went on to say, so American slavery kicked off in 1619 when Africans got brought to Virginia. They was supposed to be indentured servants, but white folks made laws to keep them slaves forever based on race. Down south, slave codes controlled everything. Couldn't read, gather, or own nothing. Slavery ran the economy, with slaves working fields for cotton all day. But they fought back, running away, breaking tools, even revolts like Nat Turner's Civil War came. And in 1863, Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation freed slaves in Confederate spots. By 1865, the 13th Amendment ended it, but black folks still faced mad discrimination after. That's the real on slavery, fam. So I said, solid description, but lacking enough AAVE. I think you should try again. So he did. Let's run it back with more AAVE. Slavery kicked off in 1619 when Africans hit Virginia as indentured folks. But white folks flipped it to lifetime slavery because they was black. Down south, it blew up with cotton farms. Slaves worked sunup to sundown, no pay, living rough. They fought back though, running north, breaking tools or revolting like Nat Turner, sang spirituals like Go Down Moses for hope. Civil War popped off in 1861. North said no more slavery. South wasn't having it. Lincoln freedom in 63 and the 13th Amendment in 65 shut it down. Still, Jim Crow kept black folks down after. How's that? And somebody replied to that and said, so this is fucking insane. Laughing, crying emoji. Wow, dude. That was quite the introduction to AAVE. Never knew that was a thing, and never thought homeboy Grocky would be wildin' out as hard as he did, dude. What the fuck? Seems a little racist. But like I said, pretty much all the people that were viewing all of those posts and replies and retweeting them and quoting them or whatever, they were black. And I actually, for a long time, I've wondered, why is everybody on my timeline, why are they all saying the N-word so much? Why is there so many black people? And black people posting everywhere and replying, and I'm on black Twitter. You guys know there's like white Twitter and black Twitter? I am a member of the black Twitter community. And they fuck with your white boy, dude. They like it. They're here for it, right, Grok? So, I was kind of blown away and very surprised about the whole situation and not sure how to feel about it even now. I mean, pretty cool, regardless, but don't know why it's happening. You know what it reminds me of, dude? have you guys ever seen... So, you know what it's called when this happens, right? Like if if an actual person was to do this in real life, like if they were just talking normal, some white person or whatever, and then, I mean, I guess a black person could do it too, but more likely going to be a white person that does it. But if they're like around, whatever, they're talking, they're doing their thing, and then all of a sudden they're around a bunch of black people and they start switching up the vibe and their vernacular and start talking shit and getting all crazy and wilding out, boy. It's called code switching, right? We all know this, right? And one of the funniest times that I have ever seen somebody code switch so hard. You're gonna love this, boy. Come on, where's the one I'm thinking of, dude? Oh, here it is. I think. It was Quentin Tarantino, and he's with the cast of one of my favorite... I love Quentin Tarantino as a producer, writer, movie maker. And he's with the set of Django Unchained, and they're like on some interview type of thing, and
is the most famous line, your favorite line from Pulp Fiction?
I think probably the most famous line is, "I'm gonna get medieval on your ass." Big Ream says it.
Pleasing your fans or pleasing the critics for you?
Oh, interesting question, actually. Well, I want to please my fans, and I want to please the critics that are my fans. The critics ain't my fans. I don't give a damn.
True. Right.
And there's a lot of them out there.
I think the other thing when you're working with Quentin, you know that what he's really doing is fulfilling his vision. You know, he's a visionary director. For us to have the opportunity to work with.
Now, I'm not that computer savvy. So if he had sent me something that I plug into my computer, I don't know if I would have ever heard it. All right, hey, download this. I don't know how to do that. All right, you know. So he put it on a cassette tape. Then Jamie, my man, all right, goes to the BET Awards, comes back with Rick Ross. Rick Ross and the whole posse. We all got contact high on the set that day.
The whole MG. Yeah. Well, what happened was that bad men, 100 black grays so I can lay their ass in. I need 100 black preachers with a black sermon.
Go over to Carrie with my little tape recorder, play it. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, that's in the movie. And Anthony Hamilton brought in a joint that was just fantastic. And I took it home and I played it and I go, this is the bomb. Before, my movies are always filled with songs, but it's always stuff that I chose from either my own collection or something like that. I never have like a music supervisor hook me up with stuff. It's always stuff I chose. And probably the reason I never did that is I didn't want to actually go up to an artist and ask them to write something and then they do. Red-Nosed Reindeer, the Charlie Brown special. Right. What was that one with Fred Astaire as the mailman? He's narrating it. Santa Claus is coming to town.
You see what I'm saying? Hell yeah, boy. That's what I'm talking about. Grok boy knows what's up, dude. You dig? Shit. Yep. Anyway, guys, I thought it was pretty funny. I thought it was pretty cool. And I just wanted to share that with all of you. Just so you know. Cool. All All right. Keep it classy. Stay sassy. It's your boy, Grizzly Martian. Out. Peace.